Hello, hello. Anyone excited for a new game? This has come highly recommended to me. It's called Slay the Princess. Apparently, this is not intended for all audiences. This should be fun. Okay, flickering effects, parallax effects. Okay. Hello, Rockin' Grimmy. How are you doing? Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Ah, yes. I'm sure there's no reason why she is locked up. No good reason at all. Let's go through the preferences real quick, see if there's anything we want to change. Ah, yes. I am familiar with these. This is a Renpai game. Boil, parallax, flickering, auto advance. Alright, looks good. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. I'm doing well, Rockin'.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. A very good reason, I suppose. Oh, that's a lot of options. Whoa. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Wild. Okay. Have you ever considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay. What's this book do? Oh, that's history. Alright. That's a quick save. That's an auto. And that's more
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Why me? Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Alright, let's go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Well, that was quick.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I mean, yeah,
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
okay. The art's nice. Very moody. Oh, the door's just
The
unlocked.
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Is that for me, or is that a trap?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, narrator. I believe you.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Gosh, you're really going hard on this propaganda, aren't
Her
you?
voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay, narrator. Alright, let's do it without talking.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Mm-mm.
Focus
Too many
on the
voices in
task
my
at
head.
hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay. Alright, just walk forward. Let's do it.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
It's okay, I'm the chosen one.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
That's what you want me to do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Oh, that's cool. I'm holding a little dagger in my hand. The amount of nonchalance is very funny. Let's see how long it lasts. Yeah, I guess we'll see. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Okay, bye-bye.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
My hands don't look really good, huh? Oh, do I have feathers? What is happening? I'm an interesting person.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It said I needed the knife, right?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Okay.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Yay, I won. Thank you, Vin. Thanks for the congrats. Very big pillow fight before getting here.
But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. it's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
I mean, we kind of did.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Okay.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Ooh.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Somehow, I don't believe you, narrator. Yeah, kind of hoping for a better ending.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Oh. So when you say the world is ending, is that metaphorical? Is that a thing that happens over a long period of time and the princess had nothing to do with it?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I don't know if I do anymore.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Oh, I'm happy? Okay, cool.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
I'm happy. I'm sure of it, yeah.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
Am I the princess now?
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Cool.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Cool.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
I mean, this is what heaven is for a lot of people, right? Yay! I did it! I saved everyone! Yay! Wow, I did get a good ending. Well, I'm glad I beat the game, got a good ending. Aw, this game's fun. Yippee! Alright. We can probably try that again. Oh. My song, The World Ender, Eternal Bliss. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Princess, The World Ender, and Eternal Bliss. Okay, let's see. Back to the menu. Okay, I see. Maybe I should have been making more saves, but... let's do a new game.
You're here to...
Oh, I can just leave. That's fun. All right, let's go. Let's get back into that eternal cabin thing.
You make your way up the Good. You're still listening to reason. You step forward. You lunge for.
He's dead.
Yes. You open the cabin.
All right. Let's save. Let's see. Oh, okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can. Hey.
Of course we are. I like it here.
Really? Well, more.
Okay, no, that's just the ending again. All right. Let's see. That's bullshit.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now.
Careful when skipping? Okay.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Usually...
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. Psst. Hey. We're not...
So usually with Ren'Py, it skips unseen... or it skips scene text by default. So if we look at preferences... Yeah, usually this is unselected, which means the skip will go through things I've seen before. But it's possible I might miss something. Yeah. All right, how do we get out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Do we have to revive the princess?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Okay.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Okay.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Because maybe endings are good.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
We just did.
Don't you dare.
Wouldn't that, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
So many voices knowing things.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Okay. I don't know if you want me to be happy either. Not risking death over your weird hunch. You'd be right about this. Okay. Well, let's make a little quick save. You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
No, I can't.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
Oh, so you had a choice in it, narrator? That's some BS.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Alright, princess.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Alright. Let's have a chat.
Pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Okay, thank you, narrator.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Oh, look! I got a new chapter for that. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Oh, I have a cold voice now.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Okay. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Okay.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And
Right.
I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Okay, hero. Maybe we undid everything that we did do as a result of this. Ever thought of that? Not the voice of the smart, are you?
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Hey Vin, checking is the long delay between chat and it showing up an intentional thing? Yes, because I can't do anything about that. That's just stream delay. If 2 was already too many, there is going to be a breaking point. Yeah, I mean, I get to meet new voices if that happens, right? Alright.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Oh, Voice of the Cold seems fun.
Just stay focused, will you?
Can we kill the narrator? That's kind of a cool mission. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Alright. If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes, maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here.
Okay.
And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise. Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's There's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Yes, I love killing the one in charge of everything. So, who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I like complexity. Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Oh, the hero.
Of course we're special.
Oh, great. Alright. Last time around I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
Okay. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Well, I didn't like the ending that happened when I listened to you, so...
This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
I mean, he did when we stopped. When we just listened to what he said, but I didn't like that ending, right? We have, like, claws. Oh, that's cool. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, let's do it again.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she won't be a problem.
Thank you, Cold.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Like me.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
But the knife's right back where it is. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Okay.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Okay.
Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
So the narrator actually just can't see the mirror. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Alright, let's kill the princess.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Oh, and the mirror disappears.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell.
Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Okay.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
Oh, she's not calling out to us this time.
I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
That's just what she wants us to think.
Okay. She's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Well, that's fun.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Hey.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Yeah, I told you, narrator. Gosh.
Ghost?
Okay, hero.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Let's just kill you.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Cool.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Look, she's got a little X right there. Alright, let's do it again.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Oh, well, I guess it's not as easy. Our hand is so cool. I mean, doesn't look great either. Oh, look, she still has a chain on her.
You're adorable when you're confused.
Aw, she's flirting with us. That's great.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Okay.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finished the job, or what?
I followed you. Slay the princess harder. Oh man, there's a lot to explore. Okay, I'm assuming that the explore just means that I can click on these and make my choice later. Let's see. Consent matters? I don't know if there's a lot of consent going on here in this game. I suppose opening the game is consent. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm.
Oh boy,
Her eyes
she's doing
still
things to
fixed
us.
on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
Hey, I didn't say you could touch me.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
I don't know. I look cool, don't I?
can't leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Oh, sorry. Let me try killing you.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Oh boy.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
Hero's into it.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Ah.
Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face.
Okay, that's very fun.
I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Da-da-da-da. What if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
Oh, yay, consent. You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride?
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you. But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Just, an extra voice in my head. Not a problem.
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
I'm sure it'll get more crowded, Hero.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
No, I don't.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Oh, cold. She's possessing us. She could probably do whatever she wanted.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Yeah, if I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
Ooh, that sounds like a lie.
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Yep. Oh. Can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't. This'll be temporary, right?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
I've already gone through an eternity. What's another?
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
I mean, all of you know something. He's safe here. The answer's no. Actually, I said I would listen to whatever the cold is doing, but I kind of want to try slaying her again.
I see. So that's how it's going to be. That makes me sad.
Oh, makes me sad too. I'm sure we'll be back here eventually.
I guess we'll have to fight then.
Okay.
The princess passes through you, a chill rippling along your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your ears. You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs.
Let's go.
Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all.
Alright, let's do this.
Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad?
Because she's sad.
Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter. Somehow, soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that. Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not who I wanted to be.
Nah, me neither.
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fiery anger.
But I guess you've turned me into something worse.
Okay.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then
Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened.
I mean, we tried to kill her, it didn't work. She tried to kill us, it didn't work.
And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Stare. Let's just stare at her.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is.
Okay.
The horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
That's a fun one.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you don't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
Okay.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Okay.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late.
Oh, that's awesome.
In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It thumps unsettlingly. Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
Well, we'll see each other again.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Nice. Yay, chapter 3.
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
We get more voices. This is great. I'm having fun.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah, and what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
Oh, okay, we're gonna get existential now. I mean, we've been existential, but...
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
Huh.
Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even.
Oh, now you remember.
Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
Okay, so Hiro is a little naive, right? Because Hiro was thinking, oh, if the narrator doesn't remember, then maybe we shouldn't push it. But the narrator very clearly remembers. So we were just being gaslit. Yep, I'm being screwed with.
Well, we didn't have to start over.
Yeah, you like the voice of the cheated? To think we could have had the princess in here too.
We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
Yay!
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful.
Uh-huh. Huh?
Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake.
I mean, it's a story.
Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real.
Okay, maybe you should show us some of the people, narrator.
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Okay. Alright, let's explore. Why should we help you? All you're gonna do is lock us away forever again.
Tell you what, I won't do that.
Oh,
I promise.
okay. Well, that's all we needed.
Oh yeah, sure. That changes everything. I mean, he did promise.
Oh my god, hero.
And you believed him?
Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different.
Okay.
I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
So the cold just wants to kill everything, it seems like. We've killed her, been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. Might as well do it now? That's not necessarily true, but I'll click on that.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions.
Yeah.
Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Like, genuinely? Okay, if this is a metaphor for, like, abusive relationships, then the happy ending is me clicking the X on this game right now.
How convenient. Everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
Okay, cheated.
On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
Oh, how do we do that, Cold? Alright, what happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option.
Then she finds a way out on her own.
Okay.
Ugh, of course she does. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right?
Wow. Hero is scarred.
No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless?
What's your what in response to, then?
Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options.
The unknown is always worse than the known. That sounds like what an abuser would say.
The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Cool.
How are we supposed to decide on anything if you just keep coming up with new rules? Since when is there a wrong way to slay her?
Right? Alright, let's do this again.
You continue down the path towards the cabin.
Is this a metaphor for an abusive relationship? Never heard that one before. I mean, they're talking about infinite cycles and about how nothing ever changes, right? And the narrator here is already gaslighting us, essentially. Like, pushing us in this direction, giving us limited choices, right? Making us feel like we're the ones who are crazy, when in fact the narrator holds more of the power, holds more of the information, right? Like, yeah, I think it's a pretty apt metaphor for what's happening here.
It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Okay.
The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Okay.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Alright. While some people have come to the conclusion that it's a metaphor for abuse, while there's certainly a lot of manipulation, the intended metaphor reveals itself in time. Okay.
Would you look at that? We won.
We did! I'm gonna slay the princess.
Take it however you will.
Enter the cabin. What's it look
The
like?
interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
Cool. Where's the knife?
The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us.
Right?
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Alright. Let's pretend that there is a mirror at the end of this hallway, and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement.
Okay.
The way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do.
That would be a fun one.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works.
Okay. Let's go.
You
Approach the
slowly
mirror.
make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
I mean, there's a ghost in here, right?
We've always
Or a
been
wraith
watched.
at this point.
You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Here we go. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
That's fun.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment.
And then she, the princess, constricts.
Hello.
Your bones snap.
Oh no, I lose?
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Oh. Got a new haircut?
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
Our feet are cool too. What?
I thought maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse.
Yeah, I guess it could be better or worse. There's some fuzzy definitions here.
Well, maybe a lot worse.
Yeah, there we go. Was that a little tiara still? It's fun.
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
Nah, we already got something different. If we kill her again, do we get a new voice? That would be awesome.
Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice.
Yes.
Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
The blade is in our heart. All along.
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Okay. Thought you couldn't possess me on your own. I thought I needed to agree to it. She never said that. We were just thinking that.
That was then. This is now.
Look, we're even now. I killed you and then you killed me. Water under the bridge, right?
And you think that's even? How adorable. But I think you forgot about the part where you tried killing me again. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
Oh.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
I guess I didn't have a chance to explore.
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Hey, a little close there.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
That wouldn't make for a good story.
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this.
Well, yeah.
You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
I mean, you also said the princess was in the basement, and she's not, right?
Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Fun.
You're awake, Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
Alright, where's the knife?
There's another option, you know. Don't help either of them. Flip the table. That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
Ooh, that's a fun one. We'll just be trapped together forever. Ooh, look at the stars. So pretty.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Alright. Let's slay the princess.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I wonder if I would have received other options based on how I talked to the other voices. But as is, the cold voice of the cold mentioned something like, "Oh, I'm the only one giving you an option." So that's interesting.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter.
Alright, time for more eternity.
Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away.
Even if you throw yourself into the abyss, you still lose.
I guess we both keep losing then.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
I don't?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
I mean, yeah, I guess I've tried to kill you a bunch of times, but... Oh, are we theoretically outside of the cabin? Did we leave the cabin at this point? That's funny.
What an end. But at least it's ours. An empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Cool.
What happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? You wanted this.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Oh? And why is that?
You should be better attention to your head. You left. Go on. It's just you and you and you and me.
Cool.
Idiot.
He's gone. But
Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel a something, a mass, a growth, torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
Ooh. Goodbye? But you don't answer her before something takes her and leaves something in her place. You feel a force underneath your feet once more.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I think we still have to slay her, don't we?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Oh, because it wants us to look at ourselves. So I can't take my time clicking on the explorers because that sometimes just makes the choice for me, right? But sure, let's talk with the hero a little bit. I don't know where she went. I don't know how we even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Yeah,
We just can't win.
sorry, cheated.
Don't bother looking for her. I'm sure it's just a waste of time.
I'd get something out of it, though. The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us. Good riddance.
Hey, weren't you all talking about killing the narrator? This is kind of similar, I guess. Anyway, I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Well, what are we supposed to do then?
It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
Okay.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Let's do it.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Well then, maybe that's not so bad. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Oh. Oh, the voices are gone. Cool.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Mm. We can attack the entity or destroy our body. Or we can say what happens now. Oh. That is the princess, by the way. Why are you asking, are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Oh, okay. But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
A little. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a person.
A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
Ah, because I have multiple perspectives? Interesting.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Ooh, that's very poetic. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Ooh.
This one is loneliness turned to seething.
Mm.
She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
Oh yeah, she refuses to die.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Cool. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I guess. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh, cool. That makes me feel special.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Ooh. Is that why there's no other characters? Are you what set me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
And do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Oh, so you're not alone now. Okay. Maybe you need to let go of the princess so I can slay her again. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Fragment of a concept, huh?
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Well, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Cool, let's go.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Ooh.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? Or maybe killing is the freedom, huh?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I mean, it's interesting because, like, the hands in the back there, I think are evocative of wings, right? Like angel wings. It's very mesmerizing. Alright, I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
No, let's just try killing you. Oh, okay. Wait forever? Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
Cool.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh. And she just wants me to wait forever. Oh boy. What did I just earn? It's you. Alright, let's just start up the game again.
You have returned to me.
Oh, hello.
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
There. Should we just chill here? Okay, I don't think anything's gonna happen. I want to kill her! I don't have my knife. I can't do it. I'm sad. Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay.
You won't.
Oh boy. We're back to chapter 1. Bring the wraith to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
The real
the
Slay the
basement of
Princess
that
starts
cabin
here, huh?
Is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
No, you can... Okay, yeah, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab. Alright, let's actually chat with the narrator a little more. The end of the world?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Right, but you've got to present us with more birds and trees and people than just the princess, right? I don't think we've even seen a bird. How can she end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job.
Okay. Any evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
Okay. I've already talked
While
about
I
that.
appreciate the mental... Nevertheless, and before you decide to...
Right. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? I already explored this one. Can't someone else do this? I've already asked that.
If only that were the case. But I have to say, I'm surprised. Like I said.
Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Maybe I'm okay with the world ending.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Some people do, for sure.
I mean, maybe some people do.
Yeah.
Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Not yet. Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
What's my prize for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay. Let's just leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No, but I want to meet people. Okay, yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. Yeah, it just matters where I'm not going.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong.
Oh, hey, you're
Better
here.
to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, narrator.
That's strange. It looks like this path
Oh, bullshit.
also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Show me more people! Ah, leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Except for the princess, maybe. Alright, let's just keep walking.
Your silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Oh, hello.
Would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Or it's just you doing it. Fine, or well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh look, it's the cabin.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Fun music.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Ooh, more cabins, more princesses.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
I guess that's what people are, huh?
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, hero.
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Oh, it's always about you, isn't it, narrator?
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
No, I just wanted a little bit of time to myself and to see my family and, like, maybe get a drink.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh, come on. Don't just tell me. Show me. Oh, hey. I got a new chapter.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that.
Oh, come
This
on.
is the first time either of us have been here.
Oh, come on.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe... I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Oh, a new voice. Hello. Voice of the contrarian.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Love the walls in the background. Well, thank you.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
No, we didn't, hero. Don't
The world
worry.
hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Wait. Vault.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Gotta go? Alright, thanks, Vin. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, those are giant walls. Alright, lie, heading to the cabin. Stay in the woods forever. Okay. Yep, okay. Lying.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Yeah, this is for myself.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
That's awesome.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Alright.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I just want to not interact with the princess at
If he
all.
wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Cool.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Very simple. Very straightforward.
You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Oh, I already lost myself, though.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Yep.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
I like you, Contrarian.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine.
Alright, hero.
Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Alright. I guess we don't have a choice to not take the blade. But let's look at the mirror then.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Okay.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Alright. I guess we can't throw the blade out the window, so let's just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Ooh. The smell of the princess.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, I guess.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Ooh.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Ooh.
No, thank you.
The hero's scared.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
Oh, that's so funny.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yeah, sounds fun. The harsh stairs, the center stair, or the soft stairs? I'll take the harsh stairs. Let's go.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold.
Ooh.
Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
What?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
Yep.
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Cool.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
I like how it's getting more sketchy as it goes.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Loneliness?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Okay.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
I'm sorry. Didn't realize I was here.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
Where'd the shadows come from?
I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp.
Well, at least she's not a ghost this time.
It's just deception, Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
Ooh, that's fun.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Ooh,
We can do that?
we could do that?
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
No.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
I mean, I'm here to gain more perspectives. That's what I'm here.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yeah. What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Yeah.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
She's already been there.
Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
What? I can do 3 options at once. Try and free her, leave her in the basement, and retrieve the blade all at once. Oh, that's fun. I'm gonna click this option in case it goes away.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
Ooh.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Well, I'm certainly getting more perspectives.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone.
Cool.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
Yeah, sure.
But this... We can't...
Oh, sorry, contrarian.
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Look, it's the princess.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
I don't know. I feel like we're getting information.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Whoa. She's not looking good here.
I think he's gone.
Not looking good at all.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Sorry.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Oh, how very contrarian. The contrarian doesn't do much when there's nobody to be contrary to, huh?
How surprisingly sincere.
Yeah, right?
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
I mean, they do, but we'll just get to try them again later, right?
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my best. Whoop, there she goes. The illusion of choice, huh? You never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Oh, I can talk to the voices. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. You're not messing with us, right?
All right. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror will always make them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat you've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yeah? Looks like it.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Can I kill you? How much are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Okay.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
Yeah, that's true.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself.
Me too. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Alright. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
That's kind of nice, actually, that I can't go down the exact same path again. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. Or why? Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Yeah, there's no other characters in this game. It's just you and me. Oh, and the voices in our head. Yeah. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
I'll say.
They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Cool. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them.
Oof.
It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
Alright, how many more vessels do I need?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Fun.
I will transcend in due time, and there is no way forward but to contribute to my awakening.
Cool. Let's attack you. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
So we both must change, huh? Destroy my body? Is it? You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Cool.
We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Alright, we brought her the stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at
Alright, I feel like... I've gotten the explorations here. Alright. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince.
Hey, hero.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Alright, let's try going in without the blade this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Let's be kind to her this time.
Her voice softly carries.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, she's scared this time.
It's hypnotizing.
Hypnotizing.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Oh, okay. It's because I didn't take the knife. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Alright, hero. We're gonna find out.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Alright. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she
Hero
responds.
falling head over heels once again. Yeah, every time.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Yes. So, is Princess your name? ...
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Because you're just a fragment of a concept. You're not an actual person.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
No, you're just conceptual.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Yeah?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
She literally has no explanations, though. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so Long.
Yeah, a really long time with no food or water, and yet you're still fine? Yeah.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
I guess.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
We're gonna end the world this time. Yeah.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is.
It kind of
This
is.
my life we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
I mean, if you're angry.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Yeah, just a messed up conceptual
We're going
situation.
to turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person. And a subjugating monarch, no less.
Oh, okay. So this is just an anti-monarchy game. Got it. Yeah, if I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Oh, shut up. Come on. Give me an explanation.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Alright, what are my options? Oh, that's a lot of options. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. Could keep you locked down here. We can get to know each other better. I'm sorry I can't trust you. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs without another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Or... I can't believe they've been keeping you down. I'm being kind, right? Let's just say this one. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
I mean, that's what I'm here for.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Oh, I don't know about that either.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
You're not here to make mistakes, you're here to slay the princess.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Slaying the princess is also a mistake, clearly.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh boy, now we're both trapped here.
Is someone else here?
Try the door?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Did you do this, narrator?
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave
Yeah,
until the
you did
task
do
is
this.
done.
Return to the bottom.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Oh, shut up.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
The window is kind of weird.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Amazing.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Thanks, narrator.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Alright, save the princess. Let's go.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Oh, look at those big doe eyes.
You cut into her flesh.
Oh boy.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Wow.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah,
No, she didn't.
she's very cool and very interesting.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Rhythmically.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Well, it's because we're being kind to her, right?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alright, let's end the world.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Alright, go do something then.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward.
Oh,
and
okay, you
raises
could
the
just do
blade.
this to me. Fine.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Warn her.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
It's fine. We'll be back here eventually. Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Getting more story. This is fun.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, you're gonna kill me?
She plunges it
Okay.
into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Are you really?
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yeah, if everyone is just us two.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Fun.
I'm sorry.
Whoa. This game goes intense.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Oh, can we just tell her where her heart is?
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
It can.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
But I didn't bring this fragment of her over, huh? Oh, hey. The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Okay.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love.
Excuse me.
And the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Okay. New voice.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck
Yeah,
of
he's
cheek.
very lovesick. He's kind of funny.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I feel like I have a friend who talks like this. Alright. Let's try leaving now.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay. Okay, I see. So that is a path that is blocked for me. Alright, why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Okay, I've gone through this. Proceed.
A warning. Before you go, she will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Okay. Alright, Smitten. You need to talk less.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Amazing.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Let's go. How is it changing now? Do we have the mirror?
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright. He didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Yes, Smitten.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Well, I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
Okay, Smitten.
We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity.
It's still
Could have
there.
a feather
What?
out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Oh, I guess it is just part of the wall now. Oh, okay, it's the banner. Got it. All right. No blade. Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight,
This one seems nice.
but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
The question is, does she remember us this time?
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Okay, Smitten.
I've
There,
held my
there.
tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
And are you going to question why you're chained to the wall again?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
So dashing.
And she called us a hero.
Oh, okay. She got both of you.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes, we have, narrator.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
No, she's pretty stained.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I guess so.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
It's a different world. Duh.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
I mean, that's the plan.
This is horrible.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh boy.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Okay, Smitten.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
I mean, it's weird, but don't question it too much, hero.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Fun. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Oh boy. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No, not really.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Okay, Smitten.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I have no feelings one way or the other.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
Okay.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Rescued. She's just like saying whatever we want to hear, I guess. Anyway, I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Does it?
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
Okay.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Okay, narrator. A little egotistical there.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Alright, let's rescue the princess. No need to question her.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
He would.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Thank you, narrator. You made it easy this time.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Aw, so cute. Let's go end the world.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
That's right, narrator.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Alright, are we gonna die horrifically this time?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Yeah, give me your honest answer.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
I mean, she's just a reflection of us, right? Whatever we think or whatever we want, she becomes a reflection of that.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
Doubt, huh? I'm pretty sure there was a voice of the voice of the cheated who doubts everything. So we have doubted even more than this before.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Okay. Alright, if you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
Alright.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Let's go.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Yay.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Yay. The narrator's moping.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Okay, narrator.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
We can do it together.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Smitten is very fun.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I'm not.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Yes.
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think you've got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Because we believed in her.
I told you she could do it.
Okay, this is interesting.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Oh, come on. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
It would be interesting to stab her right at this point, though.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Alright, let's try staying with her. What if we just stayed here and built a life together?
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world. All we need is each other. That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it? Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
Okay, Smitten.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? We not enough for her? She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Trust me, it'll be better for both of us if we stay. We can be happy here. We just have to want it.
But we would have to be here forever.
Is that so bad?
I don't know you. This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about this.
Sorry, princess.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she?
She can.
I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us.
No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
I mean, this is stuff that is commonly thought in an abusive relationship as well. So that's why I keep coming back to that metaphor.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Are we seriously going to show her our heart? That's silly.
Oh, but I do.
Okay.
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us.
We can see.
Are you sure you want to know?
Wow.
I suppose I can't stall forever. You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
All right, I guess we're offering her our heart.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
He really isn't.
And yet, it's done, isn't it?
He has some strong feelings.
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch. Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
Fun.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Does she look like she wants this, Smitten?
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
Oh.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Yay, happily ever after.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
Yep.
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
An opportunist, huh?
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from, meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes?
Yes.
Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed.
Oh, I don't know if I
Count on
like
us to do things
opportunists.
right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns.
That's a
across
lot
the
of
stone
princesses.
floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
Does she have our heart? She has our heart.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
It's fine. We'll be fine. Does it matter if the blade's here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before that, she used it to kill us.
Now that is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important. Of course, the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here,
right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Hey, where's Smitten? He was here last time, and it's not like him to be this quiet.
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay? We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess.
I think we're fine.
Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Okay. So, what about the mirror?
What is there to say about it? It's a mirror. Is this some sort of a bit? There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. Oh, my bad. That's why I haven't been talking about it.
Last time we couldn't choose the blade, she was a monster. That's also true. It feels like the blade's just always gone in Act 3.
I see it.
Or Chapter
Just like
3.
I saw it last time. Good for you, buddy. You've got a sharp set of eyes on you. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Alright. I want to see the princess again.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time. You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. Figures. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
Perfect. This is a nice place.
Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing great. I'm not, but I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
That's right.
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets.
This is cozy.
Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
It does.
Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem?
It's too bad Smitten's not around to enjoy this.
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Alright, let's go.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room. The princess, seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
Cool.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
Oh, but this seems like a nice world
that is
to be in.
easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
That sounds nice. Where is dinner?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Yay.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
But you're not sure about that, huh? What are you supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
The flames
Yay!
burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? And look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Alright, let's eat.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting
we
with
ate a lot.
flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wild.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again made
It's
before
all an
you.
illusion, huh?
The food is good. Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already.
That's why she wants to leave.
Good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy. And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again.
Like the themes of Infinite again, huh?
The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do their hard work always improves the
okay, opportunist.
taste. Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
Oh,
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
let's just stop.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast, and again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
That's true.
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
Okay, you finally tell me
just
what you
happened?
want.
Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful, queenly wife. As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Alright. I think I need to save here and then pick this up next time. I wanted to finish this, I guess, this aspect before leaving, but I really need to run now. In any case, thanks for tuning in. If you like that, please like and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Man, the music in this game is really good too. It's just so atmospheric.